Hey guys, Dr. Ben Galliard here, author of the book Rebuild Your Brain, Stop the Damage, Start the Repair. I run the Functional Medicine Center of Fort Collins. And today I want to go over something near and dear to my heart, autoimmune. And I'm going to give you the synopsis of what we look at when we start thinking about an autoimmune condition with someone. Remember, autoimmune is the underlying imbalances why somebody's having whatever symptom that is. So let's say somebody's having rheumatoid arthritis. It's not a joint disease, it's an autoimmune disease that's attacking that joint. If someone is having autoimmune to brain cells, it's not a brain disease, it's an autoimmune condition. The body's gone haywire, it's attacking itself. So the number one thing I want you to get out of today is why. Why is somebody's body going haywire? Whether that's MS, rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, alopecia, start losing your hair. You could have ulcerative colitis, you could have Crohn's where your gut lining starts being destroyed. All these different things can start happening when the body goes haywire. And so I want to show you a couple things that we look at when we start thinking about autoimmune. I don't have an autoimmune protocol. If you walk into somebody's office and they say they have an autoimmune protocol and they're going to put you on this and they're going to fix your autoimmune by doing this autoimmune protocol, walk out. Why? Because it's individualized. No two people are going to be the same when we're talking about autoimmune. Guess what? Over 190 named autoimmune conditions out there. Some of them I've never even heard of. God forbid I ever see them in the office because there's some horrendous ones out there. Third leading cause of death when you combine them all together. Why would we combine them together? Because of this little sun-looking structure behind me. So it doesn't matter what autoimmune condition somebody has going on, whether that's Hashimoto's, whether that's MS, any of these different conditions, it doesn't matter because we've got to correct these underlying imbalances. The first one that we always look at, and this might be backwards for you guys on the screen, but this first one that we always look at is blood sugar. Blood sugar is absolutely crucial for us to figure out when we're talking about autoimmune. Why? Because every time that blood sugar goes up too high or down too low, does this yo-yo pattern, we destroy more tissue. So if you have Hashimoto's and your thyroid's being attacked, every time that blood sugar goes up too high or down too low, it's going to destroy more tissue. So we've got to stabilize that blood sugar. It's got to be this nice even sine wave. If you remember math back in high school, we talked about a nice curve, a nice sine wave, not these ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. Every time it goes up too high, every time it goes down too low, stimulates that immune response and we destroy more tissue. Blood sugar, absolutely crucial. Number two, we've got to look at the adrenal glands. And a lot of times, different autoimmune conditions started after a stressful event. But guess what? Number one stressor to the adrenals is blood sugar, especially even lows. Most people think about blood sugar high being the problem, but it's actually these lows that are a major, major problem for the adrenals. Every time it goes down, we get adrenaline busting through our body. So we've got to be able to stabilize that blood sugar, and we've got to be able to take the stress off the adrenals. Another thing we look at with the adrenals is a brainwave pattern that is specifically putting us into this fight or flight state. We're going to be sympathetic dominant, go, go, go. You could be sitting on the beach in Hawaii and your brain is still going to be spinning through there. Another thing that we look at, especially for women, estrogenic events. So many of our patients come in and after having their second or third or fourth or first baby, they develop an autoimmune condition. A few months ago, we had 3 teenage girls in 1 month that we found had Hashimoto's. Why? Puberty, estrogenic event, going on birth control, going through menopause. All these different things can stimulate autoimmune. So we've got to, one, make sure that we're able to excrete our estrogen like we're supposed to, but two, make sure we're not producing too much estrogen as well. Another part that we look at is what we call leaky gut. Leaky gut is that small intestine lining, and it is damaged for various reasons. It could be from antibiotics, from NSAIDs, from stress, from a lot of different issues with our food allergies, with infections, all types of stuff. We've got to get the gut figured out, and that is an in-depth process. It takes a lot of different aspects. It's not just as simple as taking a probiotic or taking a supplement for helping with that leaky gut. So we've got to delve into that. Then we get into the side with infections. Infections are going to stimulate that immune system, and if we have too much stimulation of the immune system, it's going to start attacking different places. One of the number one infections we see nowadays that is contributing to autoimmune, and there's a lot of research coming out on this. I have a blog on our website, I've got another video on it, is Epstein-Barr, or the monovirus. It can actually settle into different tissues, and the body's trying to attack that virus, but it's actually attacking the system that it's hidden in as well. So again, blood sugar, adrenals, estrogenic events, leaky gut, infection. One of the simplest ones to deal with is vitamin D. Vitamin D is an immune system modulator, so it'll turn up the immune system, it'll turn down the immune system, and you can check that in your blood work. We want to see 60 to 80 if somebody has a full autoimmune, even getting closer to that 80 level. So absolutely crucial to be able to have the proper vitamin D. Unfortunately, most glasses have UV protection. We're not getting full exposure. Even for those of us that live in Colorado, we're still covered up most of the time. So you've got to get some external vitamin D from a supplement source, and double check your numbers and get that vitamin D up to where it needs to be. So again, these are some of the basic things that we start looking at, but one person may have this going on, but not this, and somebody else may have this, but not that. And so that's why it is a very individualized process, and we have to go through system by system by system to get these corrected. If you know somebody, if you or a loved one are dealing with autoimmune, like, share, tag us in this post, tag them in this post, and we love getting the information out there. Those people that we help with autoimmune, it absolutely changes their life. They're able to go hiking with family. They're able to get their jobs back. All those different things that they're missing out on, they're able to experience life again. We change their vitality and we change their life. That is how we are able to change this world, our number one motivation for working with patients. So like or share this with anybody you know that could use this information. We love working with autoimmune, and drop us a line if you've got any questions, or post any of those questions at the bottom of this video.